Giving a man your validation, giving him the sense that he won you over without him experiencing some stress in the process is dangerous. For the simple fact that that's how you create someone who's ungrateful for what they have. The only way for you to truly appreciate is for you to struggle to get it. Is for you to feel challenged. And unfortunately, too many people out there, too many women allow themselves to be put on easy mode for whenever they like the guy, and they become Hall of Fame mode, which is difficult mode, when they don't like the guy. And because of that, it explains why when you don't like them, they respect and like you back. When you don't like them, they don't respect you a lot of the times, and a lot of the times they don't like you back. What you want to be able to be is a healthy inconvenience, a healthy stress. In psychology, we call that eustress. EU stress, literally, right? And the reason why that is because that's a healthy kind of stress. That kind of stress doesn't destroy your immune system. That kind of stress gives you a challenge. It makes you work harder while believing that you can achieve it. It's a type of stress that when you overcome it, it raises your self-esteem. But whenever you make it easy for you, they become children where you give everything to them. And because of that, they become ungrateful. If they do love you, they love you, but with a little bit of disrespect. So today I'm gonna show you how to be that healthy inconvenience. Why is that a man needs to feel a little bit stressed to truly love you? And if you guys want to learn how to be that inconvenience, that healthy stress, that stress to your man, so that he actually focuses on you more, so that he actually values you more, you guys can book a one-on-one phone call with me, with Father Alex, and then you'll be able to get on the phone with me today, and I could tell you what situation you're going through. If you're going through a situation and you want feedback, and literally listen to your situation, me, not an AI, and I could tell you what I think of the situation. A lot of the times people call me and they end up having clarity, and they end up feeling more confident about themselves, ready to tackle whatever situation they're tackling. So click on the description down below where it says work with Father Alex, and I'll see you guys inside. Also, anybody that tells you that I'm selling financial advice, that I'm selling how to this crypto that, it's not. I don't know why some people are literally sending money to people who say it's me. How could you assume that I'm the type of person to give you financial advice or even ask you to send me money without anything? Like, don't do that. Like, that means you don't know me if you're doing that. Like, honestly, I've never asked for money or scam people. So please don't be responding to these fake ass Father Alex's on the comments down below. And one more thing, if you guys want to check out my new channel, Father Alex Reacts, even though you know what's going to happen, it feels stressful. It feels that we're working for it. What you want to do is make them doubt themselves every now and then. And this is why when I say doubt, I don't mean make them have lower self-esteem. I mean, make them doubt that you like them. Now you might say, how do I do that without being manipulative? Well, first of all, if you don't meet people online, right? If you meet people through your friends and family, naturally, there's going to be a month or two where he doesn't know that you like them. If you meet them through school, if you meet them as a colleague, if you meet them at a sports thing, if you don't meet them online, they will not know if you really like them until you make it clear. So that moment of getting to know each other as a guy is really stressful because you don't know if the woman likes you. And that is a type of stress that a man will start to think of you more, will start to imagine things about you that doesn't even exist, and they fall in love through that initial finding out if they like me process. The problem with apps like Tinder is that they know you already swiped right. You're already going on a date. So I don't even wonder whether or not this is a date. This is a date. But if you meet them through your friends and family, you don't know if this coffee meetup is a date. It could just be friendly. It adds an extra layer of challenge. The next thing is to slow things down, right? Now, let's go back to the challenge part. The challenge also means, like, even if you want to kiss him, wait another day. If you want to give up the pum pum, wait another day. If you want to spend all your time with him, spend half of that time. Make them struggle. Make them feel that as you're getting to know them, you're slowly wanting to see them. That's the challenge. That's the challenge that a guy, their bodies releases dopamine once he has you. He says, I've overcome her. He says, I worked for her. She didn't want me, and because of that, I worked for her, and now she wants me. That's the type of challenge that makes a guy appreciate you once he has you. And this is why, as a guy, I don't like going out with women that come to me a lot of the times. I don't like going out with women that DM me, right? Right, you get a lot of girls who come up to you, who message you, who say blah, 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 blah. And for me, it's just not a challenge. And they might be great women, but as a guy, there's a natural reaction to a woman coming on to me that is not the same that when I go up to her. It's much better for her to find a way to get me to come to her. Instead of her come to me. In the 48 laws of power, law 8, it says, make others come to you. Use bait if necessary. When you force the other person to act, you are the one who is in control. It is always better to make your opponent come to you, abandoning his own plan. in the process. Oh my God, Father Alex is gay. Shut up. It's a book. Lure him with a fabulous game, then attack. You hold the cards. Meaning, if a girl wants to DM me, for example, at least like my photo. Make me see her. Make me make the big initial step. Once I like a photo, once I comment, once I follow, then you could DM. It's all about a mind game. And the reason why it's a mind game, and I don't say that in a bad way, but because we're dealing with people's defenses. A guy will want you, and if you really like him and you take the initiative, it could turn him off. That's just how people are. We can't fight it, right? So you got to be a challenge that will make him wonder, a challenge that will make him think whether or not you like him, at least in the beginning, right? That's how you get in a flow state. Men naturally are impatient creatures. So by making them wait, it forces them to use up a lot of energy. It stresses them out, but also it makes the meeting a lot more exciting. Nothing's better. The best type of suffering is when you suffer for something that you're going to gain. The best type of suffering is when you suffer for something and you actually attain the thing that you're suffering for, right? And so you do that by just slowing it down. I know you could see him tomorrow. I know you could see him today, but maybe you make him wait, right? Maybe you let him know that you're not available today, right? You slow the whole process down. This is why meeting through your friends and family is better, because he can't know whether or not you like him. You meet online, he knows you like him. You meet through your friends and family, you could just be being friendly. Those are the type of slowing down that stresses men out, but also makes them like you. Slow down the process of becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. Slow down the process of poom poom, right? As long as you're not super cold, like you being warm and slowing it down, it's more exciting for a guy. It's more titillating for a guy. As opposed to look, for example, I love women in Amsterdam as an example, right? People know that. And I like them because actually, it's sort of I have mixed feelings because they're so direct. As opposed to South American girls, Puerto Rican girls, right? They usually let you do the thing. They play coy. They play like they don't know what's happening. And even though as a guy, it could be a little stressful and annoying, when you don't see that, you realize how important that process is. How important for somebody to doubt themselves initially. And the next one is speak clearly about your boundaries. This is a very stressful thing. A lot of people will struggle setting boundaries because it's stressful for you. Me, for example, I struggle setting boundaries sometimes, and it stresses me out when I have to call people out on their bullshit. I don't like that, but I've trained myself to do that. I've trained myself not to be so accommodating when someone's bullshitting me, right? It's something that I had to learn. And when I've experienced women putting boundaries on me, right, for many years, right, because I'm pretty hard-headed. And what tends to happen is that I could tell that some women don't say something because it is stressful confronting someone. It is stressful telling someone I don't like the way you're behaving, right? But whenever you speak clearly, and some guys will try to act like nothing's happening. Some guys will try to act like they don't know what you're talking about, but speak clearly. Speak clearly about your boundaries. If they don't want to talk about it even more, goddamn it. If they say they don't believe you, then make a big motherfucking mess out of it. Let them know. Don't let them hold back. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, you're annoying him. Yes, it's something that's uncomfortable for even you. But that type of stress is letting him know and solidifying the thought that you're not to be fucked with. You're someone that deserves and demands respect. No man who likes a strong woman will find that unattractive, will get turned off by it. In fact, they'll love you for it. They'll find it irresistible. It's very rarely that you find a woman who puts you in your place. Listen, people, it's pretty obvious when you look at me that I'm hard-headed, that I'm cabeza dura, that I will do things that will annoy you, right? And I know when I'm doing that. And I can sense when a woman notices it but doesn't say something. It's a big letdown, right? Not because I'm testing them, but because that's just in my nature to fuck with people. If I know something bothers you, I will notice that and play around with it. Some women don't say nothing. The next one is healing, right? We all have flaws. And when we love someone and we want to change in order to make this relationship work, it is stressful. When they notice that maybe they need to slow down their lifestyle to have a more consistent and healthy relationship, when they notice that maybe they are hurting you or maybe parts of their personality is causing friction in the relationship, they actually go out of their way to try to change that. They go out of their way to impress you. They go out of their way to heal certain parts of them for your sake. Maybe they want to work out to impress you. Maybe they want to achieve a certain goal show to impress you, right? All of those things, healing, self-improvement, are stressful. And if you both heal together and if you both improve together, you guys end up loving each other more because you guys are experiencing a healthy amount of stress that is actually conducive to growth. Maybe you guys work out together and it's a difficult workout, but because of you guys are together, you guys push yourself further. You guys push yourself to be consistent. And this upward spiral together, where you guys are trying to grow together and trying to improve together, finding each other's flaws, and with good faith trying to fix it. This thing will reveal to you what type of person that they are. If they love you, this will create an upward spiral. If they're egotistic or narcissistic, they're gonna get angry at you. They're gonna resent you. And this will prove to you the type of person that you're with. And the last but not least is not be a people pleaser. You're gonna piss off your partners every now and then. You're gonna disappoint them. You're gonna hurt their feelings sometimes. One of the things about nice people, good people, is that they try and not hurt the people that they're with, right? They try to not stress them out. Maybe you don't want to see them today. Maybe you want to be alone and you need some personal space. And because of that, you don't tell them that you need distance. You don't tell them that you want to take the day off to yourself. You don't tell them that you just want to take a walk on your own with no one. You don't try to hurt their feelings. You don't try to make them feel bad. Like a mom who overcrowds the child, right? You become way too overbearing. You don't allow them to experience negative emotion. And this is where it comes to this. A lot of the times we coddle our boyfriends and girlfriends. We try to make sure that they don't feel bad about themselves. Maybe you don't want to see them today and you don't want to hurt their feelings because they cry easily. Fuck that shit, make them cry. If you don't want to see them, tell them you don't want to see them. And especially if it's because you don't want to hang out with them today, let them know that you don't want to hang out with them. Who gives a fuck if they get mad? These things are boundaries that people end up respecting you and falling in love with you more. But because you are a people pleaser, you don't see that. You see this as something negative. You see this as them might pull away if you set your boundaries. I want to tell you, not pleasing them all the time is actually something that helps. Sometimes punishing their ass for disrespect, even if they get stressed out, even if it hurts them, it actually causes them to fall in love. And the last one is this: pain. You break up with them and they love you, they realize how valuable you are through pain. You call them out on their bullshit, it hurts, but it still makes them fall in love. Heck, even people will tell you, and this is toxic as fuck, people who cheat on their boyfriends, a lot of the times the boyfriend, if they have low self-esteem, and this only works on people with low self-esteem. For all the people who love commenting that, I am telling you, this is only for people with low self-esteem. This is only for people who are in toxic relationship. Pain will cause them to fall in love with you more. Pain will cause them to remember you forever. Low self-esteem people have a tough time letting go of the past, have a tough time letting go of things that they didn't win. This type of stuff will create lifetime obsession, creating pain. And you might think, what type of pain? Let me tell you something. The crueler the pain, the deeper the bond. But mind you, it's only trauma bond. And I don't recommend that. But I know a lot of you guys are in toxic relationships with people you shouldn't be with. So this type of strategy works for that. But what I'm trying to tell you that if you do that, I can promise you're not going to have a healthy relationship with them. If you want to learn how to have a healthy relationship, you guys should check out my courses: The Psychological Game of Attraction for women who are single, Natural Chemistry for women who are in relationship, Emotional Mastery. It's a course for women to develop emotional strength. And The Feminine Woman, my latest course. It's a course about how to be a woman without letting your womanhood get in the way. How to be feminine and still be taken seriously. How to be masculine and still be seen feminine. How to be a woman and love your man without letting them take advantage of it. The problem is that being feminine comes with a lot of negatives. And a lot of the times the negatives of femininity types kind of outweighs the positive. This course, made by a guy, will teach you guys how to remove the side effects of femininity and only get into positives. How to think like a man without literally becoming a man and being perceived as a man. How to have that masculine energy that Miranda Priestley has without being lonely like she is. You will pretty much learn how to get the best of both worlds. And above all, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee for your whole life. Not for your whole life, but for 30 days, and you get lifetime access to it. So click on the description down below and purchase it, or else I am closing the channel. Take care.